Hello and welcome to Cozy Languages. My name is James and today we focus on top 10 verbs to know if you learn English or other languages. Starting with number 1, the verb to be. To be, it is a very important verb because with to be, you are able to present yourself, present somebody, to perhaps, probably, to speak about your job. So, what is your job? To speak about your age, not in all languages, but in some of them. To speak about your emotions as well. Where are you from as well? So, as you see, a huge um, amount of information you can provide only knowing the verb to be. For example, you can say, "Oh, hello, I am James. I am 26. I am from France. I am a teacher. I am very happy. I am young. I am not old. I am thin. I am not big size." So you see a lot of information you can provide with the verb to be. So that's why once you start learning the language that you want to learn, and if we have one of them, do not hesitate to follow the top 10 verbs of this language, even though the video is going to be in in target language, or rather in the language that you are learning, but still it might be quite beneficial. So to be. Number 2, the verb to have. To have is very important as well because with to have you are actually able to speak about your possessions, your friends, your family, whatever. Like, oh, I have a big family, I have a small family, I have mother, father, I have friends, I don't have a girlfriend, I have a big house, I don't have a car. So you see, very beautiful. And in some languages, especially in French, Italian, and Spanish, have also used to speak about your age. Remember this. So you literally have 20 years, so to say, right? So to have number 2 in your box of top 10 verbs. Number 3, we go with the verb to think. We love to think. It is a natural process that we are able to perform. So why not to learn this verb? Because with this verb, you are able already to express your ideas by such phrases as "I think that it is good," or "I think it is correct," "I think I'm right," I think, you think, he thinks, she thinks," and so on and so forth. Especially, these verbs are essential to know because in some of the languages that we are teaching, or perhaps that you are learning, there are conjugations. So literally, you have different forms of think for different people. So I think one form, you think another form, he thinks third form, and so on and so forth. So also very beneficial to learn. And if you learn a language where there is a conjugation of verbs that is present, do not forget to categorize these verbs into the groups. All right. So for example, in French, think, think, like, eat, um, work, for example, all of them belong to the first group of verbs. So remember this, categorize them from the very start into the different groups. So let's go to the next one, is number 4, to know. Well, once we think, we develop the ability to know things as well. So know is also very important because with this one you can already present such phenomena as your skills. Oh, I know how to work. I know what to do. I don't know how to cook. So you see very beneficial phrases for you to focus on with just simple verb to know. Next one, number 5, to like. So we do not include in here to, the words such as enjoy, love, and hate, because it is just the beginning. First of all, you need to automatize the verb to like, and well, the opposite of it, don't like. So this is the thing that you need to automatize. Once you are feeling comfortable with them and you are able to use them automatically, you can switch to love, hate, enjoy, and so on and so forth. But first you start with simple like. And by the way, yeah, all of these verbs you can create negatives easily. So there is no necessity at the very beginning to know the other verbs that denote the, for example, don't know. So why not? Like number 5. Number 6, we go with want. We want a lot of things, which is beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing to want things, to want some, to have dreams and so on and so forth. You see, have dreams, have number 2 as the verb. So want is a very good one. We can use again a lot of phrases. Oh, I want to eat, I want to travel, I want to go, I want to sleep, I want to. And what is important in the language that you are learning, focus on what goes after want. Because in English we have infinitive, in most languages we have infinitive too. But recall these examples. Do not memorize the words themselves, but try to memorize them in the context with varieties that you have. And with want, additionally, you can also learn the phrase would like I would like, the polite form. It's a beautiful phrase also to know and to show your good manners, because we think that manners are important. So yeah, want, number 6. Number 7, work or study. So they are quite important as well. So you can learn both of them. You can learn just work if you need. Why not? Because here, well, once with the verb to be, we presented our profession, we can say where actually we work. Oh, do we work online, offline, in the office, at the restaurant? So you see the variety of places that we can develop. And as well, you can say, for example, oh, I work with computers, I work with people, I work pa 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 pam. So you see, beautiful, beautiful words. Or same with study. Oh, I study English, I study Italian, I study at school, I study at COSYlanguages, I study online, offline, at the university, I study languages, I study mathematics, so on and so forth. You see, that's beautiful in it. Right. So yeah, it was number 7, work and study, or only work or only study, whatever you want to. Next one, number 8, to go. And here you can also learn to come or to leave if you want, to go away. But at the very beginning, we suggest you to go with to go. Because again, go is very popular. Oh, I go to work, I go to Italy, I go to Spain, I go to whatever. And what is beautiful is that in most languages you can replace the fly, drive, um, other ways of travel as well. You can replace it with go as well. Why not? But not in Russian. This one is unfortunately impossible. But for example, in French, again, you can replace it with go. And then once you are feeling comfortable with to go, you can learn fly, drive, take a bus, take a whatever. Beautiful. So number 8, well, come again. If you want, you can also learn the opposite. We really love to learn the opposites as COSYlanguages because it's much more efficient when we learn the opposites of words. Come, why not? But after go. Leave, again, you can do it, but after go and come, right? So number 9, we focus on can. So we have abilities, right? And why not to show off a bit these abilities with the verb can? In most languages, it is a modal verb, and in most languages, it is irregular verb. For example, in French, Italian, this verb is irregular. so you need to remember them because irregular means it has like special forms. So can, oh, I can drink, I can swim, I can go, I can again. All your skills, capabilities, abilities, whatever, possibilities, anything with a simple verb can. Additionally, if you want, you can also add into this one the verb must, which is, I mean, I consider this verb to be important, but the thing is that, for example, in English, must is quite a strong one. In French, it's, yeah, the must and have to is more or less the same thing. But must, you can learn. But first of all, learn and automatize the verb can. And then you can go with the verb must, all right? So, yeah, same thing with must as it was with can. So number 10, which is the last combination of verbs, are to eat and to drink. We love to eat and we love to drink. So why not to learn these verbs as well? Because these verbs, they are actually can help you to go to restaurants, go to cafes while you're traveling. You already have the I want, why not, or I would like, and you can say like, oh, I would like to eat, or I would like to drink coffee, or I would like to eat ratatouille, or I would like croissant, or whatever. So eat, drink, you can go with them as well. So yeah, these are the top 10 verbs that you need to know at the very beginning. We will present you another top 10 verbs afterwards. But for now, these are your verbs that you can learn and you need to use as well. Because to learn is important, but to use is more important because while you are speaking, you remember it much better. So try to use them day by day, day by day, day by day. So, and if you want to learn French, Italian, Spanish, no, French, Italian, Russian, or English, you are always welcome to Cozy Languages. Otherwise, have a good day. I'm going to enjoy my morning coffee and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.